I love it here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
How much does it cost to go to Coachella with receipts?
I came to shower. We waited for almost an hour and the line was not moving. Lunch at Coachella, day 0. We got here at 2:30 a.m. Didn't get inside until I think 9:30 a.m.
Did you know that Coachella actually started because of a protest against Ticketmaster?
If you clicked thinking I'm about to just hate on Coachella for this entire video, you would be correct. Coachella weekend 1 just passed and weekend 2 is currently happening as I am filming this video, and man oh man, there is no shortage of content on TikTok explaining all of people's horror stories and what went wrong at Coachella. We are seeing people getting FOMO and paying exorbitant amounts of money to go to the festival last minute. Others are getting scammed for their tickets, which they bought through AXS, which was a legitimate reseller for Coachella tickets. We're seeing windy conditions absolutely obliterating people's campsites and Airbnb hosts canceling their reservations, all for them to turn around and repost their house on the Airbnb site in order to get even more money out of another person. Starting it off with the cost to attend the festival.
How much should Americans spend to come to Coachella?
Couple grand.
700?
Oh.
2,000 each.
2,700. Wait, okay. 800 plus 500.
And can you do that math?
1,300.
$800 for our ticket. Bargain.
We all got VIP, so that was 13.
I paid 1,700.
1,700.
Yeah.
Campground was another 1,000.
Americans have got money, man. We wouldn't do this in the UK.
We did the layaway plan.
I spent about $200 a day on alcohol. Pretty good deal.
Going to Coachella is not cheap.
And that was the price if you bought ahead of time. If you bought the day before or the day of, people were price gouging and reselling their tickets for thousands of dollars.
If you're not going to Coachella and you feel really left out, let me tell you why you shouldn't. As someone who went as a normal person and not as an influencer, it was one of the worst concert experiences I've ever had. If you're not going as an influencer, you don't have your entire trip paid for, and Coachella costs like thousands of dollars. The accommodation, the Ubers, the actual festival itself are all so freaking expensive, like super insanely expensive, like thousands of dollars. And the accommodations you find will be overpriced and they're not even that good. Getting inside the festival is a nightmare. Firstly, there's no place for you to be dropped off at. The festival's like really disorganized. So I remember we asked like 20 different people, where do we go? And they were like, oh, we don't know. And they actually worked for the event. So you'll end up sitting in traffic for most of the time before you can find a spot and get dropped off. You think that's the end of it, right? But no, you have another what feels like an hour-long walk to actually get into the festival. The walk you have to do is on this super dusty, bumpy, like unpaved road, which was really hard for my friend because they were in a wheelchair. So I was trying to pull them, and then I felt bad because they kept getting knocked over and falling out of their wheelchair. So it was not like wheelchair accessible friendly. Blazing sun is so hot, but there's no places to sit, there's no shade, so you end up just sitting on the ground, and it can get really, really dirty, and people just kind of throw their garbage around. You'll have 2 people playing at once, and you'll be like, okay, I can go from one person to the next, but it feels like each stage is like 30 minutes away from each other. So by the time you can run over to the next stage, like that set is over. So you end up just missing a lot of your favorite people, and you only end up getting to see like 5 or 10 minutes of the people you like because you're trying to run all over the place. How much you're paying, I would expect the festival to be decorated really cute, but it's really plainly decorated. Like they threw 1 or 2 things here, and most of the things that you see are the stuff that people take pictures in front of and stuff, but that's kind of it. It's not as well decorated as I thought it would be, so that was really disappointing because for me that's really important. Everyone's vibe is really, really bad. A lot of people were pretty mean. Everyone's just there to say that they were there and to be like, oh, I'm at Coachella, and it's less about the music and more just about like kind of showing off. It felt like when I've been at other concerts, everyone's pretty nice about letting you through and stuff, but at Coachella, everyone can get pretty mean and be like, no, you're not coming this way and stuff. You can't go through. So it's like harder to work your way through the crowd or to reconnect with your friends or anything if you lose them. It's not as easy to take cute pictures as you think. Literally everyone's taking pictures. It's like a field of cow, but instead of cows, it's people. And so everywhere you go, when you try to take a cute picture, someone will bump into you. They'll run into you. There's like 500 people behind you in your photo, so it's like harder to get those cute pics that you see. I ended up having artist guest pass for the last night, but I was so sick because during the daytime it's burning hot, and then at nighttime it's freezing cold, and the dust is really, really intense. Like you'll blow your nose and there'll be black dirt coming out of your nose, so I just got really sick from the extreme weather changes and the dust. So the 3rd night I couldn't even enjoy the festival, and I probably was only there for like 30 minutes and I had to leave. And so Yeah, I don't recommend. I definitely think there's way better concerts and festivals to go to that are way more cheaper and way more fun and way more worth the money. Don't feel bad if you're missing out.
One commenter said, mind you, Coachella started as a low-price event to protest against high-cost events, and that was the top comment with 100,000 likes, and that is the clip we're about to watch next.
Did you know that Coachella actually started because of a protest against Ticketmaster? Pearl Jam didn't like how much Ticketmaster was charging for their tickets with their fees, so they decided to cancel their tour, boycott any venues controlled by Ticketmaster, and they even sued the company for monopolizing the market.
Our concern is, are we entitled to use a different company other than Ticketmaster? And right now, so far, we haven't been able to find an alternative.
They did lose, but they were still committed to not working with Ticketmaster, so some promoters found some polo grounds in Indio, California for them to perform at, and it was a success. So this company called Golden Voice, they wanted to do it again, but it was too expensive just to have one artist perform, so they started putting them back to back. And that's how Coachella was born. The first one took place in 1999 with artists like Beck, Morrissey, Rage Against the Machine, Tool. They said everything went super well, but they did lose close to $1 million, but said so many of the artists were so kind about it. Some of them said, don't even worry about paying.
And now tickets are $800 to $2,000. The plot has been lost. So you start Coachella because Ticketmaster was too expensive, and now Coachella tickets are going for $6,000 and up. Yep, that makes sense. And this becomes really ironic when you see that people purchase tickets through a verified reseller, AXS, off of Coachella's website and still got scammed.
So we went up to the guy that works the gate over there and asked him if he can help us. And we're like, we bought it from the Coachella website. He says you can still get scammed if you buy it from the Coachella website. Yeah, that's what the other guy.
Okay, that's fine. So you've been waiting here for an hour. You've been waiting an hour. 2 hours. 2 hours.
The top comment says, sounds like they oversold tickets. This sounds like a lawsuit because how can it be fake if bought from the website? And this happened to multiple people, as we will see in the next videos.
Just scammed out of $3K. I don't understand because we bought the tickets through the Coachella resale site and somehow they were still reported stolen. Like we paid through Coachella and somehow Coachella's system still allows the original reseller to then report stolen and pull it out. But the whole point of going through Coachella's website is to make sure that it's vetted and make sure that this doesn't happen. So I'm really confused. So anyway, stuck outside of Coachella, first world problem. Literally this is happening to everybody. This isn't just me. There's like at least 20 people that we've talked to just from standing here alone who have had the same exact issues. So
Coachella update. I'm sitting outside the festival because my ticket didn't work. And basically I went to the help center and they were like, oh, like your ticket got marked as lost and resold a few days ago when that didn't happen. And they wouldn't do anything, wouldn't help, and kicked me back and took my wristband. But I have never ever seen anything like this in my life. Like there are at least 200 people sitting over there doing the same thing with like tickets that haven't worked, resale tickets that haven't worked. One friend of the friendship group, like they bought 4 tickets, one doesn't work. It's like a journalism case study. Honestly, I should go over there and start interviewing people because there's like no help. And the other main help center is off-site. So they're like, well, you just have to deal with that tomorrow. And they like want to kick you out, essentially. We went with 5 mates. 3 of the 5 of us tickets didn't work, which is crazy. And like all the resale tickets, it seems like a scams. And like you need to have like, if you're like the owner of the ticket, you have to be there physically. So a lot of people in the festival won't come back out to like check them. It's just like a shit show, essentially.
This exact same thing happened to me when I was 21. I bought tickets for a music festival. It was my very first one. I was trying to save some money. So I bought some tickets off of Facebook Marketplace, which you should always try to avoid doing because you can get scammed very easily. A few red flags. He had a sob story and the tickets were cheaper than they were on the website. But I was young and I was dumb. So I bought the tickets and he transferred them to me and I got an email receipt from Ticketmaster saying, here are your tickets. They have been transferred to your name. So it looked all very official. But the problem is these people can do this multiple times. They can continue transferring the tickets. So even though the tickets are transferred to your name, the original owner is able to transfer them as many times as they want. So he probably sold them to me, pocketed the money, and went into the festival himself, or he did this to multiple people, transferred the tickets to me, and then transferred the tickets to someone else, scammed them too, and then did it again. Who knows how many times you can transfer these tickets, but you have to be so careful when you buy tickets off of resellers. I don't trust AXS access Ticketmaster or StubHub anymore. I've been burned. I've seen other people get burned. So it's always best to avoid the resellers altogether and just buy direct.
Because I purchased this through a StubHub verified channel. I was here yesterday. I have scanned my ID. Since then, I have scanned this. My government issued ID has been confiscated from your team. You tell me. So where is my ID? So can you get me my ID? Can you get my government issued ID? No, it's not their property. Actually, it's my property. Let's say it right here. My ID is with them. It's wrongfully taken. Doesn't matter how this was purchased. It's not.
I don't know.
It's not. Yeah, you don't know.
I just called you because
you don't know. I would love for my ID back. Can I have my government ID back? Look at it. Let me have my government issued ID back. Okay, then let's bring the police here.
If you give me your ID, are you gonna leave here?
No, I'm gonna leave here and then I'm gonna go to StubHub and take it up to them. Perfect. But I am not gonna now. I would love that. Give me my ID back. Come on. Hi. Tell everyone I say hi. I love it here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And of course, it doesn't end there. The cherry on top is people were getting scammed for their Airbnbs, leaving them with no place to stay.
Coachella Airbnb owners are canceling pre-booked rentals to charge more to last-minute groups. This has happened to several of my friends who have booked places for thousands of dollars. This one, for example, $7,500, 3 months in advance for 4 nights. The owner canceled just last week, which is 2 weeks before the festival, by saying he sold the house. Then he relisted it for 2.5 times the price on Airbnb the next day. Same thing happened to another friend here with miraculously the same excuse for a completely different Airbnb that was again relisted after being canceled. Okay, Airbnb, let's go over their new options. Oh, here we go. Their options are a camp in someone's backyard for $2,000, no tent included, of course. Oh, wait, here you go. We can get a smaller house, 2 bedrooms for $22,000 for 3 days. $22,000 for 3 days for a 2-bedroom. What the fuck? Oh, here's an option. 9 bedrooms. This is a good size. Oh, wait. $132,000 for the weekend for 3 days. You can buy a place in some states for that. Airbnb, this is wildly against your policy and you need to do better.
Guys, I'm literally shaking at work right now, but I just found out that our Coachella Airbnb just canceled 2 days before our stay with a group of 10 people. I literally don't know whether to cry or throw up or both. A crash out is definitely incoming, but I wanted to post this just in case anyone knew what I could do. And if this has happened to anybody else, like, I genuinely am in shock. Like, I can't not go.
And as I was looking at TikTok clips, I was seeing people mentioning the poor side of Coachella and the rich side of Coachella. So we are about to see a clip from someone from the rich side.
How much does it cost to go to Coachella with receipts? So obviously I am not a brand friendly influencer, so I had to pay for Coachella all on my own. And I'm going to Coachella with the entire bop house, the assistants and stylists, so I had to get 12 tickets. We got 12 artist passes and a table at the main stage, and it ended up being $67,980. You guys know me, so obviously I booked a private jet, and a round trip to Coachella Valley cost me $37,490. We originally had an Airbnb booked way in advance for $29,000, but they canceled on us 3 days before the event. So we had to book another Airbnb, and that total was $83,375. And as I said prior, I got a stylist, and all of the clothes that she got me ended up totaling to be $5,000. So the total cost for 3 days at Coachella is $192,845.86. Do you guys think this is worth it?
No, I don't think it's worth it. So this is Sophie Rain. She is an OnlyFans model and she's known for making millions of dollars. I believe I saw an article about her and she made like $50 million last year. So this girl has money clearly to spend. Watching from District 12, this is someone's yearly salary. This is like $20 for her. Those 3 days would pay off my 4 years of college debt. Coachella can't be worth that much. This is life-changing money. $83K for an Airbnb is nasty work. My card declined for a $2.99 drink today. Meanwhile, people are struggling to afford groceries. This is so out of touch. And now that we're on the subject of influencers at Coachella, here's what the VIP section looks like for the influencers attending.
Ever wondered what VIP looks like at Coachella? Here's what it looks like. You come in through a separate entrance and there's brand activations all around. They have tacos, oakberry, Selmies, iced coffee, pizza, Aperol, literally so much. Just got sunscreen at Neutrogena, really saved me. Prince Street Pizza, and they have a whole booth for Magnum ice cream. They have custom ice cream, the headliner special. Or raspberry.
And speaking of influencers at Coachella, they make it look like it's this glamorous experience, it's so much fun, and honestly, it probably is if you're an influencer or if you're rich. But the funny thing is, a lot of times influencers go and they sometimes don't even go into the festival. What you're seeing are videos of them at the brand houses and on the brand trips, and it looks like they're actually going into the festival, but they're not.
So I don't care if I don't get invited to another Coachella after this video, but here's everything that influencers don't tell you about Coachella. Some people don't know this, but some influencers actually get paid to go to Coachella and have everything for free. So I've seen influencers get paid anywhere from like 10 to 20K. I got invited with a brand. I'm with SeatGeek, which is so exciting. You're invited to go with a brand. The brand will pay for not only your wristband, which is usually one of the nicer wristbands, like a VIP, or like the artist backstage wristband. 2, they'll pay for your hotel and flights, and some will even pay for like Uber codes and food. A lot of the influencers have deliverables to do, so that means they're posting either stories tagging the brand, actual videos that you see on your feed. It sounds so fucking dystopian, but at these influencer only events and gifting suites, alcohol's free, food is free, clothes is free, products that you can grab are all free. There's literally different gifting suites all weekend long, all day long. Some people walk away with like 10 bags worth of stuff depending on like how much shit they're grabbing. Also some people who go to Coachella don't even have the Coachella wristband to actually get into the event grounds. People who will just go to the gifting suites, events, Revolve Fest, like all the other events, and not even have a way into Coachella. They'll just like pretend that they're at Coachella. They call it the Influencer Olympics for a reason. TikToks are being made 24/7. People are vlogging, taking pictures, videotaping themselves. Like every influencer in the wild video you see is true. I'm saying that as someone who is taking videos, taking pictures as well. Like I am making fun of myself.
It used to be about the music and having fun. Now it's just a marketing event. None of these influencers have actual influence that would make me want to buy anything. Coachella sounds awful. This sounds like absolute hell, to be honest. And even though this girl is an influencer and is attending Coachella with the brand, I do appreciate her pulling back the curtain for all of us normal folk to see what's happening behind the scenes. I think we all realize influencers get paid to go, they have deliverables that they have to post, and they get a bunch of free stuff. And I see this comment, and this is what I thought. I just always thought the brand's gifting suites were right in Coachella. So this is why I appreciate her being transparent with us, because I didn't realize that a lot of influencers that go don't actually step foot inside of the festival. They're just there at the gifting suites taking videos, making us think that they're actually there when they're not. And this kind of ties into the next clip. The amount of influencers begging for a brand to take them to Coachella is wild.
I did not know how fake Coachella really is until I just saw some videos on here. Like, I just saw this influencer posting her luggage with the caption, "This girl's going to Coachella," and a brand actually commented on her post and was like, "Oh, we'll see you there, babe." And then she responded saying she doesn't even have her ticket yet, and then was begging them for an invite. Now it makes me think that all of these influencers that are posting that they're going to Coachella aren't actually going. Because what do you mean you're posting that you're going and then you admit in the comments you're not?
Well, influencers lying to their audience. Are we surprised? And the top comment has a screenshot and it says, "This girl is going to Coachella. She's got her outfits packed. It looks like she's got her Coachella wristband." And Neutrogena commented saying, "We just know those outfits are gonna eat." And the influencer replied back, "I love you, and I still don't have a brand to go with or wristbands." What do you mean though? You said you were going to Coachella and you had outfits packed and your wristband packed, but now you're saying in the comments that you don't have a wristband and are begging Neutrogena to give you one? It's just so funny to me. If you're on the normal person side of Coachella, it looks pretty brutal. You are out there in the elements with the dust in your face, the wind everywhere, waiting in line an hour to shower. It does not look like a good time.
I came to shower. We waited for almost an hour and the line was not moving. And they close at 7, it's currently 6. So I'm going to go back to camp and shower there. I will be showering in our pop-up tent now, so wish me luck.
The top comment with 143,000 likes says, the fact that the shower closes is crazy. The girl in the video mentioned it was 6 p.m. and the shower closes at 7 p.m. Like, what? How does the shower close so early for a festival that I assume goes on until 2 in the morning? I don't want to be here, take me back to the rich side. Coachella doesn't seem worth it unless you're an influencer. Everything I hear about Coachella sounds miserable. I don't want to look at the struggle content if that's okay. Mind you, they pay a fortune for that.
Lunch at Coachella, day 0. We got here at 2:30 a.m. Didn't get inside until I think 9:30 a.m. The weather isn't as hot as last year, so I'm trying not to complain. It's still pretty bad, especially like walking around. The car camping situation is so weird this year. I don't know, the lots are like empty. We ended up getting parked in lot 7, which is like super far from the showers, the camping hub, just everything. We all just took a walk over there right now to get food because we haven't eaten, and it was just a mission. Like, I'm dreading getting ready for tonight.
Just in case you missed that, she said that they arrived at 2:30 in the morning and didn't get in until 9:30 a.m. That's 7 hours of waiting in the car camping line. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on all of that. The poor side of Coachella looks exhausting. Coachella is my once-a-year watch of the Hunger Games. Mind you, this is voluntary suffering. And that was the top comment with 181,000 likes. Another thing is Justin Bieber was a headliner at Coachella and everyone was super excited that he was going to be there, and I saw some clips from his set and it just looked a little underwhelming to me. I believe he whipped out a laptop and started playing his old songs and singing along to them, and mind you, I think he only did this for about 20 minutes and his set was an hour and a half long, so it wasn't like he did this the entire time. I just would have expected maybe a little bit more from Justin Bieber as a headliner, but the funniest thing I came across was this video.
Wi-Fi, man, come on. Wi-Fi. There we go.
You're telling me that Justin Bieber was paid $10 million to perform at Coachella just for him to have Wi-Fi issues on stage? Clearly something went wrong here. There's gotta be a better way to do this than depending on Wi-Fi. Like, he has YouTube Premium as shared in the clip, so why couldn't he have downloaded these videos just to play? I don't know, it seems like very low effort to me. The comments were pretty hilarious. Imagine a YouTube ad, people filming a YouTube video with the face palm emoji. Could have just watched this video from home, by the way. Me when I share my screen on Teams. Not hating on Justin Bieber, I listened to him growing up and I still listen to some of his music, and I think he was trying to go for like a nostalgic moment here, but it just did not land with the Wi-Fi issues. So that concludes our Coachella video. Please let me know what you all think in the comments down below. I personally am very happy that I did not attend this year. I have not attended in years past, and I have no interest in attending in the future. But thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below a dog emoji so I know you watched the whole thing. And if you don't want to wait for my next upload, you can go ahead and check out this video right here on the screen. But thank you guys again, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.